Westernspring Television. Ours it is.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Westernspring on Westernspring Television, where we give you stories making headlines in the ever-busy world of sports. My name is Joseph. Our billion-dollar questions have been asked, what's the future for Kelechi Iheanacho, Paul Onacho and Wilfred Ndidi, as they've all been relegated with the clubs to the championship.
And very exciting and stimulating times it is in the NBA, as Boston Celtics were 10th of a second away from elimination, while Miami Heat were also 10th of a second away from reaching the NBA Finals. Now, aside from that, also in the football part, we do know that it is done and dusted for the English Premier League. And I tell you for sure that one has to ask a question: who got it worse this season? Was it Arsenal or Dortmund? Now, all of this and more is what we're going to dish out to you this morning. I am Nengi Ernest Ademola, and thanks for joining us. And of course, we'll start off from the local scene. We'll start off from what is going on concerning the Under-20 World Cup and talk about the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. Now, the Flying Eagles of Nigeria will on Wednesday take on the host Argentina in the knockout stages of the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Now, the two-times World Cup finalist, Nigeria finished third in Group D with 6 points and was selected as one of the 4 best third-place team. The 7 times African champions were topping the group on the final group games on Saturday, but a 2-0 loss to Brazil, and Italy, 3-0 thumping of the Dominican Republic made Flying Eagles stumbled to third to book a second round ticket against Argentina. So Nigeria will now face the favorites to lift the title and host Argentina. Following home support, Argentina will qualify for the tournament because of the hosting rights, won all the 3 group games, scoring 10 and conceding just 1 goal. The 6 times world champions outscored Uzbekistan 2-1, beat Guatemala 3-0 before handing a 5-0 defeat to New Zealand last Friday to seal the top spot in Group A. And only Ecuador, with 11 goals, have scored more goals than Argentina in this tournament, while USA are the team with best defensive record. 2 Argentine attackers, that's Alejo Vélez with 3 goals and Luca Romero with 2 goals, are responsible for scoring half of their goals in the competition. So let's spell out what the fixture will look like for the round of 16 for the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup. On Tuesday, May 30th, 2023, we're going to see USA take on New Zealand, as well as Uzbekistan against Israel. Then on Wednesday, May 31st, we'll see England take on Italy, also Brazil against Tunisia, Argentina against Nigeria, Colombia against Slovakia. Then June 1st, Thursday, Gambia versus Uruguay, Ecuador versus Korea Republic. And of course, we did saw this one coming that the Flying Eagles, the Under-20 representatives of Nigeria, would not be able to break the jinx against Brazil. Of course, they tried very hard, but that didn't happen, and they finished 3rd place in that group.
Well, 2-0 it ended against Brazil, and they considered 2 goals in the first 45 minutes, but that was enough to pick Brazil through to the next round of the competition, and Nigeria finishing at 3rd in that group. It means that all 3 teams had 6 points each.
Exactly.
Argentina, Brazil, and Nigeria. Italy, Brazil and Nigeria all having 6 points, but all 3 nations have qualified. Now, the consequences of not finishing 1st or 2nd is one of the title favorites, Argentina. Nigeria will be meeting after they dismantled New Zealand 5-0 over the weekend.
And aside from that, let's also talk about what is going on in the CAF, in the Federation Cup right here in Nigeria. That's for the FA Cup. Definitely Insurance is going to face Warri Wolves, as Rangers will tackle Plateau United in the semis of the FA Cup. Now, Bendel Insurance have been drawn to face Warri Wolves, while Plateau United take on Rangers International in the semi-final pairings of the 2023 Federation Cup. High-flying Bendel Insurance on Sunday took another step forward towards an unimaginable double after they earned a 1-0 win over Sunshine Stars to progress to the Federation Cup semi-final. But former winners Lobby Stars have been eliminated. Now, in a keenly contested early afternoon game decided at the Aqua City Stadium on Sunday, Insurance edged fellow NPFL Super 6 contenders Sunshine Stars 1-0, courtesy of top marksman Imade Osarenkoi, who converted from the penalty spot in the 57th minute to extend their unbeaten run in all competitions to 22. And Lobby Stars, let's talk about Lobby Stars also. They equalized in the 57th minute through their talismanic playmaker, Joseph Atule, who poked home Kumaga's cross. The 2013 beaten finalists, however, ensured they would be the only second division side in the final four when Christian Uzuchukwu scored with 18 minutes left. And you talk about the pairings, I think it's going to be one to reckon with. Now, with the quarterfinal matches concluded, the Federation Cup will now go on hibernation till the conclusion of the Nigerian Premier Football League. That's for the Super 6 playoff. Until it is concluded, that is when the Federation Cup can now resume. And definitely Bendel Insurance is going against Warri Wolves and also Plateau United against Rangers International.
Well, let's take you through some of the big boys that have gone down the drain. Talking about Nigerian players who plied their trade in England, but then their clubs have gone down as we speak. We know that some Nigerian footballers who played in the top 5 European leagues, Serie A, the La Liga, the League One, Bundesliga, and the Premier League, have been doomed to the drop, moving from top-flight football to the second division. We'll look at Leicester City's Wilfred Ndidi and Kelechi Iheanacho were very instrumental in the team's 8th place finish in the 2021-2022 season, but could not prevent the team from being relegated this season. Southampton's Joe Aribo and Paul Onachu also suffered relegation, with Onachu failing to score or provide an assist in his 11th Premier League game. We also have Cyril Dezers of Cremonense, who scored 6 goals and provided 2 assists in 26 games, was also relegated from the Serie A. Chidera Ejuke of Ata BSC, who recorded no goal and 3 assists in 20 Premier League games, and John Donald of Elche were also relegated this season. David Okereke, another Nigerian talent, was relegated with Cremonense after scoring 7 goals in 32 appearances. This is not good for them. Exactly,
not good for the likes of most especially Leicester City, Wilfred Ndidi and Kelechi Iheanacho. Kelechi Iheanacho definitely tried this season. He got 5 goals and 5 assists in 28 appearances for this season, and I think it's something that he would have been able to do better. But looking at Leicester City so far, I think a lot of things has to be done. A lot of work has to be done. A lot of players, some players need to be sold out. Some good hands need to be brought into the team, but it's a sorry situation for them. And I think if they were able to, I think they won yesterday's game against their opponent, but then Everton also won their game. If Everton had gotten a draw, I think Leicester City would have been saved or survived relegation, but the reverse was the case right there. So it's a pity situation for the likes of Wilfred Ndidi, Kelechi Iheanacho, and the host of others as they would go down back to the championship. It's going to be a real struggle. Exactly. It's going to be a real struggle for them to come up back.
All right, there'll be no struggle for these guys to come back because according to multiple reports, most especially Fabrizio, some of the guys will be leaving. So let me let you know that AC Milan is bidding for Kelechi Iheanacho and might be moving. And one of the first players to leave Leicester City will be Madison. Madison will also be leaving. Inter Milan is bidding for Wilfred Ndidi. And moving to the Serie A, we know Joe Aribo is wanted by Rangers in Scotland, and Paul Onachu might be moving back to Belgium. Cyril Dezers, his future yet to be determined. Chidera Ejuke is wanted by Celtic in Scotland, while John Donald, we don't know where we'll move from Elche. But the good news is that Kelechi Iheanacho, as I said, wanted by AC Milan. Wilfred Ndidi is wanted by Leicester City. So the implication for Leicester City being the most expensive team in the history of the Premier League to be relegated is that there will be a massive clear-out. And as I said earlier, a lot of them will be moving. Madison is wanted by Arsenal, Manchester United, and some big guns. But Kelechi and Wilfred, who is our own, is wanted by clubs in the Serie A. We also hear their clubs in Belgium will want their signature.
Then definitely the likes of Ndidi, Kelechi Iheanacho, Madison, they are out of the square down currently happening at Leicester City, because definitely they would want to move out, because you talk about the struggles in the championship, and before you get back to the EPL, it's something that you do not want to face. So it's all good for them. Good news coming from that end. Let's see how things pans out to be. We'll definitely keep close tabs on that one, and whatsoever happens, we'll definitely let you know. Now let's also talk about the Wafubi Under-20 Championship currently going on, where the Super Falconets are doing us proud. They won all 3 of their games. Now Nigeria's Under-20 team, the Falconets, lived up to expectation on Sunday in Kumasi, Ghana, as they maintained their perfect record. The team started the competition like a house on fire, bashing Niger Republic 7-0 in the opening game before trashing Togo 6-0 in the second match. They faced Burkina Faso in the final group match on Sunday and recorded another 3-0 victory to retain their perfect record. Okpeyemi Ajakaye netted the opening goal in the 11th minute before completing a brace in the 61st minute. Sebastian Flourish sealed the game for Nigeria in the 87th minute with the 3rd goal and handed the country another comprehensive victory. Congratulations to the Super Falconets of Nigeria, doing us proud right there for the Wafubi Under-20 Championship. The likes of Okpeyemi Ajakaye, Sebastian Flourish, the likes of Esther Oyenezide, I tell you for sure, there's no day that there's no match day that their names are not recorded on the scorer sheet. So it's a big congratulations to them moving forward for the Wafubi Under-20 Championship. All right, why I struggle with the internet here to get things done on this tab. Let's talk about the other one now, the CAF list. Nigeria 24 orders are for the Olympics. And what do we have then? Exactly. For the CAF, that's Confederation of African Football, that's CAF, has listed Super Falcons of Nigeria as one of the 25 teams that will contest for one of the 2 tickets for the women football competition at the 2024 Olympic Games in France. Despite dominating African football, having won the African Women's Cup of Nations 11 times, the Nigerian senior national team have failed to qualify for the Olympics in the last 2 editions, but will do everything this time to be part of the competition holding next year. However, Super Falcons will participate in the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. Meanwhile, CAF has listed 25 countries that will fight for the 2 tickets through the rigorous qualification series. The African Football Governing Body will come up with a draw for the group stages of the qualifiers, and all 25 countries are Benin. We also have Botswana, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Lake Chad, Congo, DR Congo, Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, Ethiopia, Ghana, Guinea also. We have Mali, Morocco, not leaving out Morocco, definitely they're in the group of the 25 participating countries. We also have the likes of Mozambique, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, and also Zambia. Right, that's it from the local scene. We need to go on a break here. Don't forget, our leagues across Europe are done and dusted. Well, some will have the final rounds of matches in Spain. That'll be next weekend. In Italy, it'll be next weekend. But then in England, Manchester City are champions. In the French League One, no doubt, Paris Saint-Germain are champions. Something dramatic happened over the weekend where Borussia Dortmund single-handedly lost that league to Bayern after playing out a 2-2 draw. And the coach will be at a meeting this morning. According to the BBC, he'll be at a meeting to explain how Dortmund lost that game. Lost the league rather at the Signal Iduna Park, giving Bayern their 11th straight victory. But let's take you back to the dramatic day we had yesterday in the English Premier League. 5 did Arsenal put past their opponent in Wolverhampton Wanderers. And what I'd like to call that performance is a 5-star performance. We'll be back.